welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful, amazing day today. Today is wig bootcamp video number 4. We're going to discuss some things about styling and maintenance, or a couple of those things. So we might go outside because I might chop some of this so I can show you guys how I thin wigs, defrizzing, that kind of thing. Which are major, well, I wouldn't even call them major maintenance projects, but let's just start out with the basics of wig maintenance and care. I've touched on this before in other videos. So daily kind of maintenance would be when you get home, make sure you're kind of using your comb to comb through the ends, start at the bottom, work your way through, put on a little bit of conditioner if it's getting pretty bad. Now, I will tell you guys, I've been wearing this wig for forever. We're actually, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the wig I'm going to be wearing through, I'm hoping, most of the fall. And we're going to zhuzh it up a little bit so it's how I want it, because it's got a little bit of a bang and I need that bang to go where I want it to go. So daily maintenance would be having some type of a comb. I wouldn't suggest spraying them daily with wig conditioners or a lot of conditioners, but maybe every other day or once a week. And you'll just want to take your comb off and comb from the bottom up. You can even do this when you're at work, or, you know, if you're out, just take your wig off and kind of comb through the ends. You can spray it with a little bit of water every day. I do that especially if I have a wig that is a little bit, you know, this one has a little bit of a wave to it, so I will spray it with water every now and then. I have a full video on how to wash and condition wigs. So instead of me showing all that again, what I'm going to do is link you guys to a video down below in the description box, and I'll make sure that I put it also in the comments section that you can just go to. And if you've never washed a wig before or don't know how, go to that video to check out how to wash and care for a wig. I probably have pointed this out in this video, but I'll point it out in this video as well. I know a lot of times and in a lot of wig groups, and I've been a part of the wig community and the wig groups for quite some time now, a lot of people will say go ahead and use laundry softener or fabric softener or laundry detergent. And while you can use those things, I'm going to highly recommend that you do not use those. And the reason for that is just because it will tend to eventually make your wig clumpy and kind of gross. It'll get like gummy. It'll work in a pinch. If you don't have any wig shampoo, get some. You can order some pretty cheaply off of Amazon. Temu even has it. Any brand would be fine. Just do not use regular shampoo for human hair. Do not use laundry detergent, and do not use fabric softener. There are specific products for wigs. You can even go to many different websites and buy a whole kit. My favorite of all time would be the Aesthetica wig conditioner and shampoo. It's kind of hard to come by, and it is a little pricey. So you can go on Amazon, get Brandywine brand. I've used just about any brand. They all pretty much work the same way. I recommend not washing your wig everywhere. You don't have to. It's not like regular hair. I don't even wash mine once a month. I'll be quite honest with you. Unless, the only reason I would really wash my wig more than once a month is by chance I was outside sweating, or we're out in the sun all day, or maybe I'm at some kind of festival or something, and if I've been sweating, then yes, I will wash my wigs more than maybe once a month. Otherwise, I do not. And I do wear my wigs a lot. I wear them every day. So, the more you wash, the more you're going to wear your wig out. So you want to do those things very infrequently unless you absolutely need to. In fact, I would suggest having a whole separate wig. If you like a certain style, buy 2, or save your headband wigs for more active things like working out, so you're not sweating on your regular everyday like work wig, or have another wig the exact same style that you can switch out every other week, and that way that'll last longer for you. But yeah, so do those things, and I will make sure I leave a link below of me washing my wigs down below so that you can watch that. And it's a pretty simple process. It's not that hard. It's just like washing your hair. And if you use wig care products, it will help your wigs last much longer. And if you're putting money into wigs, you want to make sure you're getting your money back out of your wigs. All right, with that being said, let's go into some styling issues. I shouldn't say issues, but maybe not even ideas. But one thing I wanted to bring up with you guys is permatease. This wig is the one that we tried on from Temu in one of my last videos. Not a bad wig, really, for the price, but she has a lot of permatease, and you can see it. It's that wiry hair, usually at the top of a wig, that makes it. The reason for permatease is so that you can have big hair. It also hides wefting, so that's another reason for it. A lot of people find that whenever they have a wig with permatease, it's just too full, and this gal is a good example of that. I'm just gonna comb through this real quick. I probably shouldn't do this while it's on my head, but I'm going to, because I'm going to show you how to kind of get rid of a little bit of permatease. So yeah, let's take off this wig. This is the one I've been wearing pretty regularly to work. We're going to be thinning that one, and I'm going to show you how to cut some layers in on that one as well in this video. But let's start with permatease, because a lot of the wigs that you get that are cheaper, or depending on the style, especially if they're a basic cap, they will usually have quite a bit of permatease. And that permatease goes down even into here. So, all right, let me show you what she looks like. You know, like if we had her kind of, if we zhuzh up this permatease, you'll see what I mean. She came with a lot of permatease, and her cap's pretty big. Now again, when I tried this on, you guys, I really didn't feel like this was a really bad wig for Temu. But honestly, a lot of brands have a lot of permatease. Some are known for it more than others. Noriko brand is a famous brand, and they always have a lot of permatease. So you see what I mean? She's like, woo! She's, you know, huge, right? Let me line up her ear tabs. So it's like, okay, yes. So what I think we're going to try and do, I'm going to show you how to kind of get rid of a little bit of that fullness, all right? You're going to need some water or a conditioning spray and a hair dryer. And like you can tell, like she's got a lot of permatease up here, so if we just wanted her to kind of lay down a little bit, this is how we're going to do it. Okay, so I have a little bit of water in this spray bottle, which I got from Temu. I have my hair dryer, which I've had forever. Got it from Walmart for like 10 bucks probably. What we're going to start to do with this is we're going to start parting it so you can get underneath here. We're going to wet. Most of the permatease will be in the, you know, up into this root kind of area. You're going to get it wet, okay? And we're going to blow dry it to heat it up a little bit. And I want you to hold it down with the comb. Heat it up, and then hold it down. And you just want to hold it down. And the reason we're starting down below is because even here right now, you can tell that you want to do it at the root. Not so much here, but definitely at the root, because that is where the permatease is usually sitting, is inside that root. So you just want to wet it, heat it up, and hold it. You can just heat it up a little bit and then hold it until it cools, or you can press it with your comb like so. And then you just kind of make another part. And you want to go down about every, I don't know, every inch or so. Get it wet. Hold it, blow it with hot air. Make sure it's hot. Take your comb and hold it. And then you're going to let it, you're going to let it cool down with that comb or your hand, but you probably want to use your comb in case it's hot. And just keep doing that over and over. And what we're doing is we're flattening down that permatease, okay? We're flattening it down. And even if you can't get it on the outside here, you know, you can see that it's a lot more tame over here now. So again, we're gonna wet it, hold it down. Get it warmed up. Get your comb and hold it. And you're gonna hold it until it cools. Just like that. And then you can have a snack or a drink while it's cooling. So you can see this is much flatter now. All right. I mean, compared to even this side, you know, it's very, very flat now. It's getting there. So you just want to keep doing that over and over until it gets to the point where you like it. Now, I tend to kind of like a little bit of permatease in my wigs times, but not everybody does. So let's go to this side, get it wet, get it hot. And then we're going to hold it down. And you just want to keep doing that until you're happy with where it's at. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And you'll see that permatease kind of straighten out even. Okay, so there you go. So not as poofy. See what I'm saying? Nowhere near as poofy as before. I will say that permatease adds something to a style in a way. You know, it does do that. So you can always zhuzh it back up a little bit. But like this needs, see how this is drooping down like this? I would rather it look kind of like this. So again, we're just gonna take our blow dryer. You're gonna heat the area up and hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it until it cools. That is how you style a wig. Whether you can even do this on a non-heat synthetic wig, because I've done it a million times, to be quite honest with you. So you just want to hold it with your comb where you want it. Let it cool. I'm using hot air, and then I'm letting it cool down. I like to have a little swoop right here. So that's one way to kind of tame down permatease. It still kind of needs a little bit taming back here, but you get the idea. You just want to hold it, get it wet, hold it. You can even probably do it from the outside. Let me get my thing going here. When you warm a wig up, you just want to hold it down while it cools. And it will take a lot of that big hair look away. Now, I like big hair, so I don't mind it so much. And again, this wig had a crap ton of permatease in it, so, but I feel like we kind of got it down a little bit. I'm just re-wetting this so the curls come back to life. If you have a wig with some curl, just wet it and they will come back to life. If they got a little bit frizzy looking, just wet it and kind of scrunch it and they will. Like, see how that just kind of came back to life over there. So it's not as big as it was. This wig I feel like is meant to be big, but if you have a place where you got just a little too much permatease, do that. Heat it, wet it, hold it down until it cools, and then it'll stay that way. So that is one way to kind of get rid of permatease. Start from the inside, work your way to the outside, and it'll calm it down a little bit. So there is that little tip. Okay, next up, you guys, we're going to take my wig outside, and we're going to use some thinning shears to cut off some dead ends and also kind of thin it out. And the reason I'm doing that is because the ends are getting a little bit crunchy. This is another way to get rid of some of that. If you have a wig that's getting a little bit too old and the ends are getting kind of crunchy, this will help with that. So let's go outside and do that. Okay, everyone, here's the wig that I've been wearing daily. As you can see, the ends, you can barely comb through them, but look how pretty it is. It is a pretty color. We're outside on the deck. The ends are getting very straggly to the point where I can't even run a comb through them hardly. But what we're gonna do first, I'm just gonna run this comb through. Really the problem area is underneath here. It's very dry. It's getting very, what do I want to say? The ends are getting a little dry and scraggly. You can barely get, you see how this gets caught pretty easily? So if you have a wig that's doing that, we're going to fix that. And what we're also going to do is I'm going to show you how to thin a wig, which would be the same kind of process. It's going to take some hair away from it, which is going to make it not so like this, where you can't even get a comb through it. So what you're going to need is a pair of thinning shears like this. You're going to need a wide tooth comb or a wide tooth brush, and I would get a little bit of water. That might help. And you're also going to need some type of a hair clip. Alright, first thing we're going to do with this is I'm going to section it off so we're only seeing the nape of the wig, because that's where I'm having a lot of problems with this wig at this point, is underneath. We're going to work right here, okay? So let's start right here. So if you have a wig that's super, super thick, this will also do the trick for that. It'll also do the trick if you are getting to the point where your ends are getting kind of crispy. It'll work for that as well. So you want to get out all of the knots first, okay? All right. Wet it a little bit. Now what we're going to do, and if you could see these ends, you would see they're very, I don't know, they feel kind of tangled. All right, so let's start right here. It's going to be super, I'm just going to twist this piece like this. I'm going to take my thinning shears and cut in 3 or 4 spots, maybe more. Okay, and you're going to pull out a bunch of hair. Run your comb through or your brush, and you'll see the hair kind of fall out. So, and as you can see, you're taking out some of the hair, but you're also taking out all of the knots. Okay, so let's go to this section. You don't even really have to twist it if you don't want to. I just do that. I don't know why I do that, but you can see how the ends of this is getting pretty gross. So you can just cut it. Cut, 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 cut. Make a few cuts. Pull the hair out. Comb out the parts that were cut. It's going to take a lot of hair, you guys. That's why you want to start out your cuts with just a couple. Because see how that thinned it out? You only want to do a couple cuts at first. I tend to go more overboard because I forget that I've been doing this a while, but maybe if you're just worried about the ends, then just cut the ends, like so. Okay. I'm going to turn this way. So we'll just do a couple cuts down here. 1, 2, 3. See how that pulls out that much hair? Then you're going to take your comb out all the stuff you cut out. And now you can see how you can go, there's no snags in that hair anymore when you comb it. Okay, and we're going to turn it in here. Take our thinning shears. 1, 2, 3. And again, you just keep doing this for as much as you want to cut out. And then comb out all the pieces you just cut out. Now, as you can see, you can comb right through that now. You're taking out some of that crispy hair, and you're also thinning it. And that's why I always start with the under layer, because one, that's where most of the crispiness is. The other thing, if you guys want to layer a wig, you can do this. You'll hold your scissors at an angle and cut. Like cut, cut, cut. That will cut the pieces out at an angle and layer it. So there, we've cut some hair out of there. And you can see now when you comb it, and you're just going to keep doing this layer by layer. We're going to section off another piece. So let's section off the top. I usually do this in just about 3 layers. So always keep checking to make sure it's on there properly. And you just keep doing this. Cut, cut, cut. And yes, it does take out quite a bit of hair. So maybe only do 2 cuts if you're new, because remember, you can always take away, but you can't put back. I'm not too scared because I've done this before, but if you're scared, maybe do 1 and 2, because you're going to pull a lot of hair out. Comb out the hair you cut out. Now, if your ends are really, really bad down here, which mine kind of are, I'll go back again just with the ends and just kind of take my scissors and chop, 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 chop. The ends are always the worst. Always the worst. So there, we've got a nice, got a nice wig going on here now, because we can actually comb through it. So 1 cut, 2 cuts. If you have a hard area, maybe make another cut. Okay, there's that. Now let's just say we're at the end here, because we pretty much are. Right. Again, comb through first before you do the outside layer. And cut, 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 cut. The outside, I do like to do like an angle downward so that it's a little bit of a more of a layered look on the front, or on the outside, I should say. So angle it down, cut, 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 cut. Cut, cut, cut. brush out your hair that's no longer attached. So you can see you're starting to be able to get your comb through much easier now. This is my worst area, is right here. It always gets really rough. Let's get some of that hair off there. All right. I can actually see there's a little bit of bulk going on right here. So now you can see, once you get all the hair out you've cut out, it's much easier to comb through. Much easier to comb through. And I'm just going to take my water and spray it to bring back the waves. Okay. Just shake it a little bit. You'll see the waves will come back. There you go. She's practically brand new again. The other thing I want to tell you guys is if you want to put waves into a wig, you can do it, but it is kind of hard. A lot of the styles are preset. So once you put heat to it, they're kind of gone. So you can put style back into it. The way to get curls to stay in a wig is you have to heat it when the curl is in, leave it pinned, or leave it in the curler until it completely cools. You don't, like even a hair, when you're using a curling iron, you curl it, pull the curling iron out and hold the curl or pin it until it completely cools. So if you are putting waves back into a wig, make sure of that. So the last thing we want to do today, I think, is I'm going to show you the wig that I want to start wearing, and then we're going to try and get it to work for me. And what I mean by that is it's straight out of the bag. It is a Chelsea Smith Cosmetics wig. I think this will be fun for the beginning of fall. The name of this wig is Summer Zoe in Honey Peach, and it's a petite. So there is the tag. And let me show you this wig. She's a little bit dark, but I thought, well, you know, we're getting into fall, so we'll see how this goes, right? Let's do a little bit darker hair in the fall. Now it comes with this silicone band in the inside, which I never ever use. This is what she looks like. She's got some waves, which I'm into the waves for some reason. The front of the wig has some honey peach, honey apricot peach front, and then the underneath of this wig is almost like a brown, or like a burgundy, not burgundy, like a brunette. But I love these peachy light sides. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you what it looks like on straight out of the bag, because I want to see if do we need to like add some, do we need to add some height to the top? Do we need, like, what do we need to do here? So, all right, let's get her strap back on because it came off, and then let's see what she looks like on, and then let's decide what we're going to need to do to get it to where I want it to be. Now, of course, everybody's style is different, you guys, so someone may put this wig on and be like, oh, I love it the way it is. I love it, you know? Love it. Now, that usually does not happen for me. So let me just show you the inside of it. This is the parting space. So there's a little bit of parting. Well, there actually is quite a bit of parting space. It is a lace front. It is a full, like, cap. There's no, you can't see the wefts. All right, let's see what she looks like on. There's a little bit of a wispy bang, too, which I really like about this. All right, here we go. Here we go. And again, this is a petite. This is a petite. Okay, so let me make sure my ear tabs are lined up because that's going to be important. So this is what she looks like straight out of the box. Not too bad. Let me pull it back just a little bit. It's so hard for me to see because I can't. I feel like... What do I feel like? What do we need to do here with her? She's not horrible, but I feel like I want the bangs to do something. Like, this might need some zhuzhing right here. I love the peach in the front. Like the light in the front. Let's see here. Let me just kind of look at it. Do I want the bangs to kind of come forward? Or what do I want to do with the bangs? Like, these are the bangs, you guys. There's like some wispy little pieces. Like that. Well, do I want the bangs to come forward or not? I don't know. This is what I usually do to make the bangs kind of come forward. I don't have this on. I feel like I need to pull it back just a little bit. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna use my dryer and I'm gonna put the bangs up in here and use my dryer to curl them how I want them. So I'm gonna do a cold shot on this now. I'm not real sure what to do with the bangs here, you guys. Like, I really don't. I feel like they need to kind of go like that. Okay, so I looked at this wig in a bigger mirror because it's very hard for me to see what I look like. I feel like this needs some height up here. So what we're gonna do is do the blow dryer trick, which is you're gonna take your wig by the nape, you're gonna hold it at the nape, and you're just gonna blow dry into the cap area so that this kind of opens up a little bit. So what I'm doing is giving it a cold shot every now and then too, and then you can either hang this like this till it cools or keep giving it a cold shot. Let's see if that did anything at all. Okay, well, made everything come forward. It did, see how it did put lift in there. Yeah, it really did. It took that part right out too, though. So, and I don't know what happened to the bangs. So there is some lift there now, for sure. Where are you, bangs? There's some bangs. I wonder if I should cut. Let me get a pair of scissors here. Yeah, we just cut extra bangs. So I'm going to take this again. Okay. Got a little bit of bang there. Spray this with water just a little bit. I think that's better. I think we're getting somewhere. Let me go look in the big mirror. Guys, I think I nailed that. Like, pretty quickly, even. I like the way this goes. I'm going to just take a little bit of this Shape and Hold wig. It's like wig hairspray. And put it on this bang right here so it stays like that. A little bit into the curls just to kind of, so they keep the shape. I honestly think I could cut a little bit more of this area off or pluck it, so we might do that. But I think that this looks good right now. The way it is. Let me show you the back of this wig real quick. Here's the side. Here's the back. But I like that the front's kind of blonde. Yeah, I like it. I may put some dry shampoo up in here. But I like the way that it looks. What do you guys think of this wig? I like it. I hope it lasts me through fall. Because I think it's really pretty. You know, I'm into the waves for some reason. So I think I could pluck this area right here too. Maybe. See how there's like that, or I would put some powder up underneath here, or concealer, just to kind of make that a little bit less, like, to me it kind of looks like, it's very hard for me to tell because I don't have a big mirror here. I don't know though, I kind of like it. I like the color. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I like it. The bangs went a little 80s for me, but I love the 80s, so, you know. This could also maybe be zhuzhed up a little bit more right here, but I think it's really cute, and so I like it. So yes, I think we're going to keep it like this. Let me just spray a little bit more hairspray right there. Yeah, okay. Okay, you guys, what do you think of this wig? Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Wig Bootcamp, and hopefully I will be back next week with another Wig Bootcamp video, and I'm not sure what we're going to talk about, so if you have any questions or give me some ideas, I did have a schedule going on, but, you know, I want to know what you guys want to talk about, so let me know, or maybe my last video will do an actual live, where you can ask questions, so, alright, but this is it for today, you guys. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.